Greetings, everybody. Now we are continuing with John Lemon, and we are going ahead and what are we doing? We are continuing on with the John Lemon tutorial. So we're designing a thing to be able to fade the image. I hope it works because I'm trying to do it as just what they say. Add a victory image. Next, you're going to add a picture display on top of the black screen. In the hierarchy, rename your current image to image game object to exit image background. Okay. Exit image background. Gotcha. Right-click the background object. From the context menu that appears, select UI image. UI image, which I just did. Right-clicking on the game object, create another game object. In this way, automatically makes the newly created game object a child of the one that was clicked on. Because this new exit image game object is a child of the exit image background game object, it is rendered on top. Rename this new image to exit image. Okay, hopefully everything is still cool. We'll call this exit image. And then let's add it in a picture. In the inspector, find the image component. In the inspector, which I did. Click on the circle button for the source image. In the dialog box, search for and select the image called one. There are now additional settings available for in the image component. You will need these settings to fix an important problem. It will look best of the image if the image fills as much of the screen as possible, but it needs to retain the correct aspect ratio. To see this problem, let's resize the rect transform as we did with the parent. In the inspector rect transform object, expand the anchor setting. Okay. Set the min to 0, max to 1. Okay, so 0, 0, 1, 2, 1, 1. So the left, right, top, and bottom. Okay, so set these to 0, 0, 0, 0. Interesting. Okay, gotcha. In the image component, find the image type property. Where's the image type? Okay. Click preserve aspect ratio. Preserve aspect ratio. Okay. This makes the image as large as it can be within the rect transform without being squashed or stretched. And it looks like it put it in the center. So, mark step is completed. Awesome. Completed. 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 Completely completed. Actually, I'm going to use this as my screenshot for that. And let's do it just like that. Okay, save image but hide. Okay. Now, 7. Add canvas group component. Now, let's consider how to make these UI elements fade in and out when you want them to. You already know how you can adjust the alpha value of an image component to make it fade out. But because there are now 2 images, you need to change both of the colors instead of changing one value. To help you do this, there's a component called canvas group. Canvas group allows you to control some aspects of the visible UI elements on the game object and all its children. To add a canvas group component, in the hierarchy window, select the exit image background game object. Okay. In the inspector, add a canvas group component. Canvas group component. Change the alpha property to 0. Now you're done. Okay, 0. Now you're done with making the UI. Let's switch the scene window back to the level. First, disable 2D mode in the scene window. Okay. In the hierarchy window, select the John Lemon game object with your cursor over the scene and press F to focus. So, John Lemon, F to focus. No, F to focus. There's John Lemon. There's John Lemonhead. In the hierarchy window, collapse the fader canvas game object. Collapse it. Whoops. John Lemon. Save the scene by pressing Control S, which I actually already did, but we'll do it again. That's better. Now you can see the level again. Next, you need a way to trigger the control of the UI fade. Create a game-ending trigger. Okay. The computer needs a way to recognize that John Lemon has exited the haunted house so that it knows when to change the value of the canvas group's alpha property. A common technique for detecting when a physical object, for example, the John Lemon character, has entered specific areas to use a trigger. Triggers are colliders that do not impede movement. Instead, they allow physical objects to pass through them freely, but report their triggering event so that other actions can happen. Let's first create a trigger. In the hierarchy window, click the Create menu, select Create Empty, rename this game object to Game Ending. Okay, so Create Empty. Let's rename this Game Ending. Okay. Set the position of Game Ending's transform to 18.1.5. 18. Oop. Dang it. Come on. 18. 18. 1. 1.5. This is the middle of the level's exit. Okay. Okay, so let's do that. I select it. Let's hit F. Oh. Is that where it's at, huh? That's interesting. Okay. Okay, so right there. Alrighty. Let's see. They need to add the trigger and the inspector. The inspector added box collider component to the game ending object. Okay. An inspector add a box collider component. Box collider component. Enable the is trigger checkbox. Okay, next you need to resize the trigger so it covers the exit. John Lemon will have to walk into it to escape. There are two ways to do this. Click the edit collider button and resize the box collider in the scene window, or set the center and size properties manually. Let's try editing the trigger in the scene window. Click edit collider button. Click edit collider button and handles will appear on the size of the trigger. Edit collider. Okay. Click the edit collider button handles will appear, right? Okay, to change any of the faces of the box collider, click and drag it to the position you would like. You need the trigger box to fill a corner so that John Lennon can't get out without moving through it. When you're finished, click the edit controller button again. When the handles have disappeared from the scene, you're no longer editing the collider. Okay, so a lot of light there. Okay. Let's see some here. Okay. Did that. And so essentially size, wait a minute, size of the collider. Size of the collider. 3.5. Let's make this 0. That. Okay, so stop, reset. That should do it. Now complete the trigger. You need to write a script to use it. Okay, mark as completed. And what? Okay. Now let's go ahead and end the video, and I'll see you in the next video.